Get caught as clip.
From the land that have a little, we only think about getting hurt is all we get. Be talking, let them sit in peace. I wanna live, I won't look back, just dip. My roots run me a deep, my shoulder got a chip. I just learned another shit feels like yesterday. I was just playing on slides and shit. Nigga grew up, got files and shit. I don't wanna go inside of shit. It feels like
there we go. That's what I need to see. Damn, this shit is instantaneous. Hold on. Connection is going crazy today. Anyway, dude, I don't know if this video is gonna get copyrighted, but we'll see. I'll loop it. I'll loop it in the background just so like y'all got a visual. But yeah, cause I know y'all gonna beg me to talk about it. Y'all gonna be all slobbering all over my meat trying to get me to talk about it. Yes. Oh shoot. Well, it's still true. But yes, Kendrick. I know Kendrick is gonna be performing at the Super Bowl. And yes, I put 2 and 2 together. Kendrick is performing at the Super Bowl because big is the what? And if I could, honestly, I would stream my reaction, but I don't want to play with my account that much. I don't want to risk all that. That being said, though, I am kind of excited, and there's kind of not much to say about it, honestly speaking. I just wanted to kind of mention it so I could put it in their thumbnail mostly. The SEO game. I don't even know if that's gonna make it in there, honestly. But one thing I did kind of want to go over is this. So I saw this earlier because like I'll be scrolling on, I have like a set of certain sites and stuff that I look at and that I read from to see like what's the latest gaming news and whatnot. And one of the things I saw was this trailer. Now at first it didn't catch my eye because I was like, The Sims, I mean, The Sims is cool, it's not a bad game besides 5 is very heavily over monetized, but I was like, the game is cool, but I don't care. It's kind of been the same game forever and it's being carried by mods. And I don't care about controlling a bunch of people's lives, so it's not my cup of tea necessarily. Like I said, not necessarily a bad game, but it's not my cup of tea. But I saw this uses generative AI, and then I saw, after a lot of concern from fans, its developers explains precisely what that means, and I thought, maybe this video could be interesting. And I wanted to basically watch it live on stream and react to it and see what they're talking about and see if this use is something that can actually like improve gaming and whatnot. That being said, I'm gonna stop yapping so much. Also, Sims Rival is fucking crazy. I don't think you know how strong that game's fan base is. Okay, use generative AI. This is caused much concern. Okay, I'm gonna mute this because I don't know if this music is copyright. It is caused, wait, let me put it over here. This has caused much concern. What the fuck is this? Okay, my fault. Crafting Sims competitor. I don't know how to pronounce that. Use that. That's already right there. Bad signs of a bad game. Like, how the fuck you gonna make a game with a name that nobody could pronounce? How the fuck people gonna tell each other about the game? Like, yo, I know this game called Ezanoe and Enanogi and Mabobi and like, I know I'm being a little bit comedic with it, but whenever making a product, one important thing of it is the name of the product and what it conveys. Because like, if nobody can pronounce your fucking, your product's name, then it's going to be real hard for people to talk about it. Like, oh yeah, this game I like, it's kind of hard to pronounce the name, but I swear to God, it's a good game. Like you see what I'm saying? How that could go kind of dark hole. This is caused concern among its growing community. Graphics look fucking crazy though. In response, Crafton has provided fresh details. What are those details, motherfucker? The game lets you use generative AI to create custom textures. Fucking trash. You then can apply these textures to in-game clothes. That's a terrible use. The AI can create items based on photos you upload. That's a terrible idea. But that AI will be drawn from crafting assets or copyright-free material. Okay, so that could be, in terms of ethics, that's a good thing, but in terms of database set, I need to know how big is your database set relative to how loose the restrictions on what it can and can't generate are. And we really got to see what happens when the degenerates and the fuck niggas get to it. Because, like, when regular people playing or watching something, like, use it, it's mostly going to be used the intended way. But when people who are really just bad actors and stuff like that get to it, or not bad actors and, so to speak, evil, but people who aren't going to use it the way you expect it to, that's what I mean by bad actors. When they get to it, let's see how much they stretch out the system. That's how stuff like Melee being a very competitive game happens. That game was actually meant to be one of the least competitive fighting games and accidentally became one of the most competitive, most difficult, most technical fighting games of all time, despite the fact that I hate it. It is what it is. That being said, when the people who do things you don't expect to do in this game, I really want to see how they fuck with this game's assets. Are you looking forward to this ambitious life sim? Hell no. But I just wanted to see that and look and see if if the use was going to be creative, and the answer is no. That's a shitty use. Like patterns on clothes, my nigga. You're using generative AI for patterns on clothes. You can use a fucking randomizer, which technically is AI, but the average person doesn't know that. And right now, everybody thinks AI is a great technology buzzword when it's not. It's a terrible one. Now, for those of y'all who are younger in the audience, like around my age range, y'all might not know what Carmen Sandiego is, or y'all might have heard of it, or you might know a reference to it. For example, Superman woman. Where in the world is Superwoman today? Like if y'all watch Superman growing up, like I'm Superwoman, as in Lily Singh. In my brain, I still be saying Superwoman. But if you watch Lily Singh growing up, like how I did, you've heard of references of Carmen Sandiego, but you may not necessarily know it. But it had a TV show and everything, but it was basically like educational games and detective based games. And I like detective based games when they have a nice mix of detective work and good gameplay design. So let's see what this trailer is talking about.
Hey, Red. Cutting-edge fighter jet was stolen from the National Air and Space Museum.
Oh, I like this music and this art style already. Hold on. What the fuck is this? There's no way this is in 1080. Okay, it's supposed to be in 4K. Oh, that looks way better. I mean, y'all might not be able to see it, but that looks way better.
Can stop Vile, and that's you.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought, yo, they scared me. It's a good, see, that's how you do a good reveal. Because at first, I thought the graphics was going to look like this for the whole game when I saw this part right here. It's a good thing they did that transition fast. Because I was about to exit out this trailer and give it a hell no out of 10. Be Carmen Sandiego.
First time in history.
Okay, it looks like there's a little bit of platforming in here.
Carmen Sandiego.
That's cool. A little bit more action parts to break up the pacing of the detective stuff. I wouldn't even mind if the platforming type stuff is sparse in here, or if there's even like stealth stuff. Ooh. Oh, you really get to be and play as a spy, and you get to figure shit out. I like this.
Use all of your skills.
I'm gonna be real. Ooh, so they do got stealth elements in it. Okay, I'm gonna be real though. This game's not gonna sell a lot because most people my age range, they're not critical thinkers. All they know how to do is press X and yell because the ball didn't go in the hoop on 2K. But for somebody like me who's like a gamer, this looks hard. I hope they have dynamic difficulty or like adjustable difficulty of some kind, because like I can see myself playing this game and getting stuck on a puzzle because I'm dumb as hell. I'm gonna be right on Google. Yo, Google, what's the solution?
On the globe as the world's greatest thief. Learn more at www.com.
Oh, I saw Game Loft and I got scared. PS4 5? Yeah, so we know this game is gonna look like shit. Google Play, Microsoft Steam, Switch? Oof. So this game is probably gonna run like ass butter, not gonna hold you. And if it doesn't run like ass butter, it's going to be very low res, low quality. But as long as the game is optimized and it's fun, it doesn't have to run at 1,000 teraflops or whatever the fuck per second. Some gaming news on not gaming news, but some news more on the music. God damn, my brain. Okay, this music is fucking with my thought process. But here's some news more on the like cinema front. DC Studios CEO James Gunn said Peacemaker Season 2 will arrive at some point in 2025 after the July 11th release of Superman. I don't give a fuck about Superman. I don't know how many of you out there watched Peacemaker Season 1. To me, I feel like Peacemaker Season 1, it wasn't a guilty pleasure because it wasn't bad, but I feel like it was one of those 7 out of 10s that you can get enjoyment out of, right? There's a lot of flaws with the show. There's a lot of mistakes. In terms of like the pacing and the plot, it was nothing special. The show was mostly driven by its humor. So if you like humorous shows, this show could be a personal 8 or 9, but like from an objective view of everything put together, plot, like besides the jokes, because the jokes in this show are really good in my opinion. But if you take away the jokes and you just look at the bare plot, you look at the action scenes, you look at the effects, it's a bunch of 7 out of 10s in each categories. One thing I will say about this show is I understand some people may differ from my opinion in terms of the pacing, but I think the pacing in this show was pretty good. And if you haven't seen season 1, I recommend it. It's a quick like 12 episodes. I know most other people like binging stuff, so take this with a grain of salt. I don't like binging anything. I like watching stuff from week to week, but this show has hour-long episodes, but it's only like 12 of them, I think. Wait, hold on. Let me fact check my statement. Oh wait, no. I'm not using Chrome in the background anymore. Peacemaker. Why didn't I just use the same tab I was using? That's actually kind of nuts. Length. I lost my track of the word. Oh yeah, so yeah, close to an hour 45 minutes or so per episode. So yeah. That being said, this is a good show, and they said that the second one is coming very soon, and I'm kind of excited for it because Peacemaker, like I said, Peacemaker is one of the DCU's better things. Because like DC, they have this thing where when it comes to live action media, they're usually missing left and right. But with this one, I personally don't actually think that they missed. I think that they hit on something with this one. And them giving it a season 2 makes a lot of sense to me. Now, for some more movie news, I don't know exactly what Emmys they got, but Fallout, a show that I'ma never stop recommending because it's a phenomenal show, got an Emmy. Now, I don't take stock or value in Emmys a lot, but I know there are a lot of people that do, so I'ma shout it out. What Emmys did they win? The show, which was released earlier this year, quickly became a hit. Rightfully so, because it was a good video game adaptation that respected the source material, mostly, because I don't want no fucking Fallout fans in the comments. No, well, actually, like, no, it mostly respects the source material. Now, during this weekend's, it was announced that Fallout had won 2 accolades: Outstanding Music Supervision, I'd argue with that, but in a second, and Outstanding Emerging Media Program. What the fuck are the qualifications for that? Copy. What? No, god damn it. What does mean? Let me get a definition. Program. Okay, let's see if the wiki has any information on it. The primetime blah 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 is presented to integrated interactive experiences for linear television. Nigga, what? This includes excellence in all the combined overall interactive media execution for an existing program or series. Well, I don't really agree with that because Fallout was a great show. But in terms of interactiveness, I don't think I really agree with that. The show wasn't very interactive. You just kind of sat there and watch it. It's a great watch in my opinion, but you kind of just sit there and watch it. So I don't really understand what the fuck this category is. Containing programming features that extend the program experience beyond passive viewing, often across multiple platforms. Yeah, what the fuck? How did they win that award? It's just a TV show. Like that, like all they did was you sit there and watch it. I don't understand why it won that one, but music supervision, the music in Fallout was good and thematically it's on point, but none of it was original music for Fallout. But if you know anything about compositions, a lot of them sample, but I feel like sampling is different from coming up with completely original music. Like the way the music was put together and put with everything was phenomenal and fantastic. But I feel like it, to me personally, I will have to see what the runner-ups is, but I'm too lazy to look for that. I'll have to see what the runner-ups is to say if they really deserve this award or not. Because so far, I don't see the vision. I definitely do not see the vision. Another thing in kind of gaming news, kind of not gaming news, to segue myself in on the live streaming front. Apparently, Grand Theft Auto is still out here trying to fuck over musicians with their music. Now, you may be saying, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, if you know anything about, first off, let me flex that I got a standing desk because I'm tired of standing real quick. Second off, if you know anything about Rockstar's history when it comes to like licensing music for games and stuff like that, they have a very, very long track record and a very, very long standing history of not paying people properly for the music that they use. And even in Grand Theft Auto 5, a lot of the music that was on the radio stations and stuff like that at the time when they put it in the game, when it first released in 2013, which by the way, Grand Theft Auto first released in 2013, but when it first released, a lot of the people whose music they put in the game, they didn't say anything. They didn't like ask them nothing. They just put the music in the game. They didn't pay nobody. They didn't reach out to pay nobody. None of that. So, and that's not just Grand Theft Auto 5. That's happened in San Andreas. That's happened in Liberty. No, it was one of them it didn't happen in. I think it was 3 that didn't happen in. And that was, yeah, no. It's one of the Grand Theft Autos. But everything from Vice City to now, like from Grand Theft Auto 5 and all of that, they have a long track record of not properly paying people. But let's look into this article a little bit and see if it's them striking again, or if this is a sensationalized headline, or if the artist is being bitchy. You never know. GTA games are beloved for their licensed radio music station. Players can listen as they drive around the game's sprawling open worlds. But one musical artist recently hit back, and even just a sidetrack for a second, it's not even just music, it's a lot of other things. Like they used a selfie of Britney Spears for one of the characters in the loading screen in GTA 5. It's just Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar has done a lot of copyright, has enacted a lot of copyright infringement, but they've gotten away with it because they got the big bucks to get away with it. That being said, back to what I was talking about. Recently hit back at the makers of the franchise. Rockstar Games apparently offered him only 7 bands to include one of his singles in Grand Theft Auto 5. What was the single? Because your single may have only been worth 7 bands. Martin Blatt is one of the founding members of British synth pop group Heaven 17, hit sensation Temptation in 1983. Okay, so if this is true, and wait, let me see how well known this band is. Let me see if they have one of those panels on the side that pop up for Google about the fuck copy fee. Okay, I don't know why I post. Okay, yeah, so they're a very well-known pop band because, can y'all see it? Yeah, because all of this doesn't pop up if you're an unknown or an obscure band or person when it comes to Google and stuff like that. Like if they do get a panel, it'll be that one little bullshit panel on the side that just has like a couple social medias that are probably wrong in the name. Which peaked at number 2. Oh, it peaked at number 2 in the UK Billboard charts. Even though it's a song from the 80s, it still isn't worth no damn 7 bands. If it peaked at number 2 on the UK Billboard, whether you like the song, you think it's trash or whatnot, that's not worth no damn 7 bands. So let's read the original tweet to the artist. In this case, I don't think he or she or they are being bitchy. I was recently contacted by my publishers on behalf of Rockstar's Games. Rockstar's Games RE the possibility of using Temptation on the new Grand Theft Auto 6. Naturally excited about the immense wealth that was about to head my way. I scrolled to the bottom of that email offer, which I get it. Everybody got to be about their paper, but you know, you like 7 bands is disrespectful. But goddamn, you saw the email and the first thing you thought about was money. Like Jesus Christ, what happened to wanting people to experience good music? It was 7 bands for a buyout of any future royalties from the game. From the game, forever. Oh nah. To put this in context, GTA 6 grossed, wait for it, 8.6 billion. I'ma assume that he meant to put GTA 5 because like the image we see, these band members look old as fuck and they were out and around in the 80s. So even if they were young in the 80s, like in their 20s and 30s, that's what, 80s to the 90s, 2000s, 2010s. So that's 30 years ago. So even if they were teenagers, they're still at least in their 40s, 50s, even if they were babies, which I guarantee you they were probably already adults, like in their 30s or some shit. And they're probably in like their 60s and 70s right now. That being said, though, and it's not even a think of the exposure thing for me. I'm assume that he meant GTA 5, but like, yeah, 7 bands, that's disrespectful. You gotta come with at least 10 bands before it's a conversation. Oh, you gotta come with what the fuck? Why does it keep doing that? I'm clicking over here. Why is it going to Twitter? You gotta come with 10 bands before it's at least a conversation. 100 bands before it's even in consideration with people of this status. So yeah, that's kind of disrespectful, Rockstar. And watch they ass put it in a game anyway and say, let's pay you for it later on some I'd rather apologize and ask for permission type shit. Yeah, it's another case of Rockstar strikes again. Cause they definitely got the money to pay for the music, but they're not going to because they're cheap. That being said, let's talk about some ASTRO BOT news, people. Now, ASTRO BOT had, like, from announcement, I said the game looked cool and it looked like a hidden dark horse, a possible game of the year. Honestly speaking, I thought ASTRO BOT would be one of those games that everybody who plays it likes it, but that's a small number of people because no fucking body played it because it wasn't Call of Duty /2K. But to my surprise, ASTRO BOT is getting a lot of press and a lot of 9s and 10s across the board in the gaming community. And what I said in my last couple videos about ASTRO BOT is I pray to the heavens that Sony doesn't try and wave their dick, that they don't try and have dick on spine, breath on neck, while the developers of this game, which I believe is Team Asobi, Asobi, they don't have their dick on their back, breath on their neck while they try and make the next game that they give them space to cook, because what they're doing is good. They're making a game that gamers are going to like and that gamers are accepting. So let's read the bullet points and to summarize. Head of the team that created ASTRO BOT has revealed that ASTRO BOT will soon be getting a free DLC update. The contents of the DLC were partially teased in the end credits of the main game, providing exciting content. The new ASTRO BOT game rescues Sony from a recent failure, oh my god, and is a Game of the Year contender. I wouldn't just say recent failure, I would say their recent set of failures, because Helldivers 2 is a big failure on their part. Buying Bungie, Destiny, financially speaking, may not have been a failure, but with the amount that Sony paid, $4 billion, that shit is a failure, because Bungie don't recoup $4 billion in a reasonable amount of time type money. They might have made $4 billion lifetime over Destiny, especially with the fact that they don't have no games in a pipeline. Hell nah, I still don't know why Sony made that shitty ass deal. Then come to find out, your source is gonna have to be, trust me bro, because I'm too lazy to look it up, but they actually, no, because it was later found out that Sony basically got lied to. Sony was lied to by, let me see if I can find it. If you think Sony brought Bungie and won't touch, no. That Sony leadership feels failed investment. I don't feel like watching this motherfucker. Wait, Sony purchased Bungie, the original Video behind it. Let me see if I could find it in here.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, and today we're talking
Pretty stupid paid billion. Yeah, same thing I'm saying.
because the last 24 hours have been incredible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this whole fucking video to prove a 20-second point. But yeah, it later came out that Sony, you could look this up, but it later came out that Sony basically was lied to by Bungie, and Bungie way overestimated themselves. And it was basically, the best way I could sum it up is this is not exactly how it goes, but for lack of wanting to sit here and yap for 30 minutes, basically, excuse me, Sony said, hey, yo, Bungie, we want to buy you. How much are you worth? How much you willing to take? You're not gonna look at the books? Nah, we trust you. We'll take it on faith. How much you want? How much you want for us to own Bungie? Give us $4 billion. All right, sure. Who do I write that check out to? Okay, here you go. Without a second thought, that's basically what happened. And it later came out that Sony didn't check their books and stuff like that, and that whatever checking and whatever evaluations they did was way highly overvalued and highly overestimated. So they basically overpaid for a company with nothing in a pipeline that lied about how much they're making. Cause the last Destiny expansion reviewed very well, but that's all they have. All they have is that Destiny expansion, and they got Marathon in a pipeline. And if y'all remember, there were reports coming out that Bungie brought a bunch of streamers and stuff like that who play games that are in the same vein and in the same vein and in the same niche as like, damn, my brain is drawing a blank. Oh, Marathon. People who would play like FPS games and stuff like that, people who are tactical shooter enthusiasts and whatnot. And they brought a bunch of them in and asked them, it was probably like 200 or something. Don't quote me on that exact number, but I remember it was a lot. They brought them all in for play testing, and it was like, hey, yo, would any of y'all, like, if this game dropped today, would any of y'all drop however much, let's say $70 and buy this game right now? Or even if it was free, would you want to play this game? And nobody out of the 100 plus, I definitely remember it being 100 plus. Like I said, don't quote me. It was a lot of people in the room. That's my point. Out of everybody in the room that they asked, hey, which one of y'all would buy this? Nobody raised their hand at all out of everybody in the room, which is fucking crazy. Because even if a couple people don't want to play it, usually somebody wants to play it. Nigga, nobody in the room raised their hand. All them people you had in the room, that says a lot. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to mention is this article. Now, you're reading the headline, just like I'm reading the headline. Why ASTRO BOT's and Nokia's Days Gone cameo has hit the headlines. And for those of you that don't know, what is it? Been reduced from one down the game while I'm in the studio. Way to protect your legacy. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that one. But actually, you know what? Let me use Grok. XGR. Okay. Grok X. Enter. Oh my god, do I have to actually go to fucking twitter.com TWI? I have to manually go to fucking Grok. Grok. Ew, Grok. This ART article in a few short bullet points, because I don't feel like reading through all that shit. My time is limited, and so is y'all's time. Yep, let it generate an answer. All right, Days Gone cameo in Astro Bot. The inclusion of Deacon from Days Gone and the Astro Bot game, which celebrates PlayStation history, has sparked controversy. Creative director's reaction. John Gavin, the creative director of Days Gone, expressed dissatisfaction with the cameo, feeling it diminishes the game's legacy by reducing Deacon to a cartoon shield for a small game. I'm gonna talk about that point in a second. I have a tweet pulled up. This tweet pulled up, which I'm gonna talk about in a second, which makes that point sound completely fucking stupid. Community and industry response. Various reaction on X, formerly Twitter, which it's crazy that this shit is still being called X, formerly Twitter. That just shows you how much people don't want to say the name X. Like, no, nigga, I'm going on Twitter. Formerly Twitter. The fuck? Did my phone just ring? Oh. X, formerly known as Twitter, range from surprise at Gavin's negativity towards inclusion in a celebratory context, meaning the way that they have this character in the game. Nothing about this cameo was disrespectful. Nothing about this diminishes the value of the game, calls it trash. There's nothing negative to this. This is actually a good thing. This is actually a positive thing. But we're gonna read further. I'm gonna give you all the information before I start yapping. Legacy and perception. The debate touches on how game legacies are perceived and protected within the gaming community and by developers themselves, highlighting different expectations about what constitutes honor or trivialization in game cameos. Broader implications. This incident reflects on a broader discussion within gaming culture about the representation and whatever the fuck. Point is, he got mad that in ASTRO BOT, they respectfully gave him a cameo where they showed had a picture of his main character in the game. Now, the reason why I say this nigga's dumb as hell for this take, this is a bad take, is because, and this explained it perfectly, because I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw this before I saw what is his name? Because I don't want to mispronounce his name. No, over here. Before I saw this I said Gavin earlier. Before I saw the John Garvin take, I saw this tweet earlier, and seeing this tweet and then seeing the other one, the articles about his other take back to back, I was like, yo, this is a terrible tier take, because we're gonna read this tweet, and I'm pretty sure somebody else has done this. I bet all the studios told team blah 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 that no to putting their characters in ASTRO BOT are kicking themselves right now. Immediately after I saw Sly Cooper in the game, I went on a PlayStation store and brought this, which is the Sly Cooper, Sly Cooper and Thievius Raccoonus. I don't know if it's a remake, a port, a remaster, or whatnot, but he went on the PlayStation store and brought that, and brought this. I guarantee I'm not the only person doing this either. What he's basically saying is that having your character in this game is respect. Having your character in this game signals to people that this game, this character, and god damn, I keep opening new tabs instead of going to the one I got. That having your character in this game about the history of PlayStation's greatest hit, that means that you are a greatest hit at bare minimum in the hall of PlayStation history. And you're worried about your game being perceived as a fucking cartoon. This is that thing. This is one of those things that makes me always say, whenever you get ready to post to social media, before you hit post, cut your phone off, walk away for about an hour, half hour, hour and a half, for a significant amount of time, go do something else, and then come back to that post you are about to make and look at it again with a new fresh set of eyes after you press the button on the side of your phone to cut the screen off, put it face down and do something else, come back, cut the screen on, and read back on your post. And if it's still, and if it doesn't sound crazy, if you look at a crazy ass tweet and it still doesn't seem crazy, and you upload and post that bitch, just know that post is out there forever. Somebody can eventually bring that bitch back up. Somebody can do it. This shit right here, this was a terrible ass tier take. This was a horrible take from the pits of shut the fuck up a kiss territory. That being said, though, I'm gonna drink me some water. Where is it? Well, I had my water earlier. I was drinking out of it like 15 minutes ago, and now I can't find it. Oh, there we go. My dog kicked it over. That being said, though, first thing I want to mention in this video before we do anything, hold on, let me pause the music. First thing I want to say in this video is I have some GameStop slander. Dear GameStop, the game store. Now, if you're not familiar with GameStop, let me Google it for you. What is GameStop? Shop at GameStop. Shop at GameStop online at blah 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 via the game. Welcome to the world's largest retail and gaming trading card destination. Now let me show you what their title is, just in case you're a little bit fucking stupid. Let me make that nice and large for you. Oh wait, let me go into images. I'll go back to 100%. Open. Where is it? Where's open image in new tab? Hold up. Let me get my I Want Violence music. Yeah. You see this? You see this storefront? You see this company? Fuck this whole company and fuck everything this company is about. Let me zoom in some more. Oh yeah, I can't. Can I? Oh, yes I can. Oh, I can't zoom in any more than that. Fuck this company, everything they stand for and everything they represent. Fuck your stock, fuck your stock, fuck your store's philosophy, fuck everything about your store, right? Because GameStop, the store that let's go back and look at the definition. Wait, hold on, let me keep that open for when I'm talking. Let's go back and look at it. Welcome, y'all can see that? Just in case y'all can't see that, let me make it nice and large for your dumb ass, for your illiterate blind ass, because I know some of y'all motherfuckers got 10/10 vision. You ain't got no damn 20/20 vision. You're legally and illegally blind out this bitch. And some of you are illiterate, so I'm gonna read it back to you. Shop at GameStop, insert all their promotion, or in stores. Welcome to the world's largest retail gaming trade-in and trading card destination. Now, what is the first thing that their company lists on Google about their company? They're the largest retail and gaming. What is the first word in their name? GameStop. Before we talk about Warhammer, because Warhammer is what inspired this. Warhammer is a very popular game. Now, also, slight light fuck you to Best Buy, because I called Best Buy Saturday and I pre-ordered the game, and your staff is fucking trashly trained to Best Buy, because the staff said that the game would be able to arrive Monday. Since it wasn't, I was technically ineligible for next day because it was Saturday and the game hadn't released yet, and that by Monday I would get the game. It is Monday. I called earlier today. They said that shit's not coming. You're on back order, nigga. Relax. Fuck your staff. Fuck your website for giving me that goddamn lie, telling me that the shit was gonna be here by today. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. And I hope you pass a kidney stone when you taking a piss, you bitch ass nigga. And I hope it's your morning piss when you barely awake. Anyway, by the way, wait, hold up. Let me pause the music just to clarify. I'm playing up my emotions a little bit for jokes, so I don't actually hope you niggas pass a kidney stone. That's a joke, just to clarify. Anyway, back to my war on bitch ass nigga stop. So I called bitch ass GameStop and asked them about the game. I said, hey yo, GameStop. I'm calling to see if y'all have any in-store copies of Warhammer Space Marines, one of the most anticipated games of this fucking year. I thought that the world's largest retail gaming destination would have one of the most anticipated games in gaming. You know what this nigga on the phone told me when I asked him, how the fuck don't y'all have any in-store copies of the most anticipated game of the year? And just to be clear, I'm not mad at the GameStop employee. He's a regular dude and he doesn't make the big wig decisions at the company, right? He's just an employee. He works there. But you know what this nigga had to tell me? Like, as per instructions, I asked, do y'all have any copies of this game in the store? Because of the whole debacle with the Best Buy joint, with them saying, oh, we're gonna send your shit Monday. Monday come, I call, yo, is my copy out in transit? Nah, fuck you, you're on back order, bitch. How the fuck I'm on back order and I pre-ordered it? Why tell me my shit was coming tomorrow if it wasn't? Anyway, I called GameStop and asked them if they have any in-store copies. This nigga says, nah, we only got one copy in store of the most, and he didn't say this last part, but of the most anticipated, one of the top 10 most anticipated games of 2024, we only got one copy in store, and that's from somebody who pre-ordered it. I said, what? I said, you got one copy of this game in store. One. You got one copy of this game in store. Wow. How, I'm like, wait, why the fuck do y'all have one copy? Because I was curious. I was like, why the fuck do y'all only have one copy in the store? He was like, oh, just to let you know, company policy, if nobody pre-orders the game, then we don't get any copies of it. So I said, wait a minute. So I'm like, yo, so a gaming store that primarily is there to sell games, y'all don't order. Oh, I thought my phone was ringing. So a gaming store that's primary purpose is to sell games, y'all only got one fucking physical copy of the game because nobody pre-ordered it. You know how fucking crazy that sounds? Just think about it. Imagine if you went to GameStop to go buy 2K. Because I know you bum ass niggas play that bullshit ass game 2K. So I'm going to use 2K to relate to your little lizard brains. Imagine you go into the store and they say, yo, we only got one copy of 2K physically because one person pre-ordered it. What? Niggas love 2K. Niggas come in the store and buy 2K every year. Even though Warhammer people don't buy every year. But 2K is one of the most anticipated games of this year. The fuck you mean you have no physical copies? And you only have one that was a pre-order? Yeah, man. Yeah, we only have one. If y'all don't pre-order it, we don't buy it. So y'all niggas just hate money. Y'all niggas think that robbing people for trading value of their games and shit like that is just such a sustainable business practice that you niggas don't even order physical games anymore. I don't know if y'all ever try to buy a retro console from GameStop, but that system is shit. The only people who buy retro consoles from GameStop is niggas that don't know better. Their retro gaming offerings, shit. Their used games, terrible. You open a fucking 3DS game cartridge, the fucking manual falls out and it's all sticky and full of cum. Like the fucking cartridge, it come out is broken. It smell like somebody done took a shit on it and bypassed it in their stomach in jail. GameStop got some of the worst used game programming service ever. You buy the fucking console, you take it home. The warranty, the in-store warranty is 7 days. On the 5th day of having a console, the shit stopped working. You try to take it in the store to get it fixed or trade it in. They throw their shoulders in the air and say, hey gang, that's all on you. Like, bro, I can't tell you how much I hate GameStop. But the thing that pisses me off so much about GameStop is that y'all are a gaming retailer and y'all don't have one of the most anticipated games of the year. What kind of fuckery is that? How does that even remotely make any type of sense? Please explain it to me. Please explain it to me. That being said, though, we're going to talk about our regular Warhammer news, man. Like I said, fuck GameStop, fuck your establishment, fuck everything about you. Praise the Emperor, though. Space Marine 2 hits very positive on Steam day before its general release. And I love to see it, man. I just love when a game that's doing something a little bit that, because like one thing I always say when it comes to new games and stuff like that is your game doesn't have to be fucking revolutionary. Your game doesn't have to be something that is the most original idea ever, because some of the most original ideas I've seen, most original ideas in terms of games I've seen fucking suck. So it's okay to borrow elements from something else. It's okay to take inspiration from something else. But what are you doing that's mixing up the formula? What are you doing that's making me somebody who may or may not play the other game, but is just in the games, want to play your game, your shit over their shit? What is that one thing that takes me from on the fence to buying, or from on the opposite side of the fence to maybe I'll give it a try for an hour and a half. And if I don't like it, I'll return it on Steam. Return it using Steam, EGS, or whatever return policy. What the fuck is keeping me from doing that? That's what I ask from new games. Space Marines, they answered that question by saying, look, we're not nothing crazy new. We're not nothing crazy unique. But the thing we have is a cool aesthetic. The horde mode, which I heard isn't coming out on launch day, which thug tier. But the thing that it does different is it has a different aesthetic and a different speed from a lot of these FPS games, and it makes sense. That's what I personally like. It gives me a Gears of War style third-person shooter, but with a lot of melee combat integrated and interwoven into the fabric of the game itself. Not like a Halo integrated melee combat where Halo's melee combat was added in there and it feels like a second thought. I'm talking about from the start of the idea, the melee combat was integrated in there and it was thought of and designed to be fairly able to fight against the ranged weapons. That's what, to me, Warhammer does that's a little bit different. Because if you look at the gameplay in terms of like originality it's nothing special. I go quite as far to say originality wise, the fucking gameplay is terrible. It's ass. But fun wise, it looks very fucking fun. Anyway, at this one, I more so like wanted to bring up the headline and say why I think it's having success. And we're gonna look at a little bit of Warhammer news. Warhammer 40k Space Marines 2 players having awkward pre-mission standoffs because two of the same class can't play together. I just wanted to read through this article and see if there was anything interesting in it, because I did hear about the role lock, but I heard it wasn't that strict in story mode that two people can pick the same class, but not three, even though like it's parties of four, but whatever. Warhammer 40k is out. Wait a minute. Nah, I don't want to use Grok. Space Marines 2 includes 3-player co-op missions as part of Operations mode. These co-op missions are set during the game's campaign with different characters that are all doing other missions that tie into the events that follow Titus and Co. These missions are referenced in the campaign, but Operations mode lets you actually play them. Okay, multiplayer mode screenshots. Yeah, these look fire. Look at this. Oh my god. And when this game's graphics look out of date, the art direction will still be fucking phenomenal. That would be fine if it weren't for the fact that Space Marines 2 will actively matchmake you into a group with a player who is the same class as the one you picked to play as. Ooh, so that means their matchmaking system is a little bit messed up. There's an area of battle barge where players must assemble before operation mode kicks off. The countdown only begins when all three players have selected a different class. Oh, so only each player can select one class. So why would you roll queue me into people who already have the same class as me picked? It's kind of a funky system. This means that you can end up in awkward standoffs where two players want to be the same class, each waiting for the other to blink first and switch. I have first-hand experience with this of this myself. I'm currently leveling my blue at and so only want to play as this really fun tank class. but I'm often matched with players who clearly had the same thought. So we just stand in a symbol area staring at each other. After a while, I usually get kicked from the group by the group leader and I have to go through the match. Yeah, it's not a good thing, man. I really hope, because they promised a lot of updates and patches and fixes. So I really hope. Excuse me. I'm tired as fuck from today. I really hope that by the time the game comes out, they deal with this and they fix it, because it would be really unfun to, like he said, try to level up one class and every match you go into, everybody picking the same fucking character as you. This, I saw it. Wait, let me drink some water real quick. Let me hydrate my organs. If you're watching this video and you're thirsty, your organs not lubricated, your insides all types of dry, your blood made out of powder, pause this video and go drink some water. Or even if you want to, take the video with you while you go get the cup of water. I don't really give a fuck what you do. Go get yourself a cup of water. I know your bitch ass been drinking sodas all week. Sugar levels all types of fucked up. Your face looking like a damn minefield. Looking like I could kick you in the face and a bunch of pus will end up all over the floor because you got a whole bunch of goddamn pimples from drinking all that sugary bullshit soda and juice all damn day and all damn week. Eating all that damn candy for no reason. Go drink your ass some water, nigga. As a Warhammer, actually, nah. This one, I really don't give a fuck. Where's Grook? Yep, y'all know what I'm about to ask. Please. SUMAR. Let's see if it still knows what I'm talking about, even though I spelled please wrong. PICLE. I'm slow. Oh wait. Then a 5 or less, because I'm not trying to be here all day. 5 or less bullet points. Phone. Plug in. Phone. Oh shit. My dumb ass. Hanging with bad kids, doing bad shit. Alright. Here's somebody article and bullet points. And let's see if it did 5 or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Alright. Gameplay focus is described as having a gameplay focus reminiscent of the Xbox 360 era, emphasizing straightforward action over complex mechanics. That's interesting. So they're saying the gameplay has a low skill floor, is what I think they're saying. This approach is seen as a return to the roots of what made shooters from that era enjoyable, focusing on the core experience of combat without unnecessary bloat. I like that. That not a bunch of padding that fucks with the pacing for no real reason other than we want this game to be longer so we can sit here and shout, this game has a bunch of content. Look at how many hours it got. Like, just because your game got 6 billion, trillion, million, quintillion hours worth of content, that don't mean all that fucking content is good. The example that I will always bring up, and I don't give a fuck what y'all say, is Ghost of Tsushima. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Most of my gameplay of that game was me walking back and forth on the back of a fucking horse, trying to figure out where the fuck to go, following some dumbass wind signals. Put a regular ass waypoint in your game, goddammit. But that's my number one reason, at least like recently and lately, for not liking open world style or open world type of games. You do a lot of fucking walking and that's it. You're just walking. It's like, I get it. Excuse me. It's like, I get it, game developers. You and your team worked very hard on making this beautiful game with the most amazing graphics, but making me walk around it and do a whole bunch of boring ass nothing or boring ass fetch quests is not gonna make me appreciate the art in your world at all. It's gonna make me hate the art in your world, actually. Because if you weren't so focused on designing a beautiful map, maybe you could have spent more time designing missions that I give a fuck about. Anyway, visual and thematic homage. The game pays homage to the visual style of Warhammer 40k artwork, particularly catching the epic grimdark atmosphere. What the hell does that mean? Grimdark atmosphere of the franchise. Grimdark atmosphere. It should pop up. A genre of fiction, especially fantasy fiction, characterized by disturbing, violent, or bleak subject matter in a dystopian setting. Yeah, the art style of Warhammer definitely matches that. I do agree. That is a Reddit definition, but it seems very well put together, so take that with a grain of salt. But going by that definition, yes, this really does beautifully. I think it has a nice balance. Because before I say this, because I'm assuming Grimdark is more like Elden Ring-ish. Okay, like, this isn't Elden Ring-ish per se, but in terms of that idea of like not being afraid to show hellish depictions of things, body horror and body distortion type art style, yeah, this looks pretty cool. I like the art style of Warhammer. And like I've noticed recently this year, like art styles and games are really prevailing with stuff such as, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, that game did have good designs in my opinion. Concord, Pal World, The Finals, what's another game I could think of just off the top of my head? Oh wait, no, DNF Duel wasn't this year. I think this came out this year, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's just a few off the top of my head. The exact games, whatever, but you get my point when I say, like, even though I may not like Tekken gameplay wise, aesthetically I do like the way Tekken 8 came out. Even though that shit is fucked over my PC so many times, the game does look beautiful. Yeah, I agree. This year, in recent times, there's been a lot of like games that have put art style first, and especially with like Shadow of the Erdtree and stuff like that, a lot of games that have put like dark, what did they call it? Grimdark atmosphere type of body horror type aesthetics. Like even with the anime that's coming out soon, Spiral, like the aesthetics in that show, they're not for me personally, but I understand them. Where was I? Other franchise. It's noted for its depiction of space marines as nearly godlike warriors amidst hordes of enemies, which aligns with the Lord's aesthetic. I don't know the aesthetic of the Lord. This is my first Warhammer game, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna be looking up some lore dives and whatnot to get a basic synopsis of this. Despite initial appearances, the game offers a variety of bolter types, each with distinct gameplay mechanics, providing depth to what might seem like repetitive weaponry. Y'all, where? Damn. Oh, here we go. I need to put on my blue light glasses because I feel my eyes getting ready to start straining themselves, and I would not have 1919 vision like a blind ass nigga. Critical reception. This article suggests that while Space Marines 2 might not be innovative in the genre, which I don't think Space Marines is innovative in that genre at all, like period, point blank, that don't mean it's a bad game. They're just not doing anything well. They didn't reinvent the wheel, they just made it look cooler. Okay, let me repeat this. They did not reinvent the wheel, they just made it look cooler. It excels delivering a satisfying Warhammer 40k experience, particularly for fans of the lore and those who appreciate its focused approach to gameplay. I can say I agree with that because like I've already seen a lot of TikToks of people talking about Warhammer lore and stuff like that and seeing how really deep it is, and even knowing, like, even before I ever played a Warhammer game like the RTS and the board games, I've heard about it, and I've heard the lore on those games are freaking crazy. Like imagine as much lore as Kingdom Hearts, but it actually makes sense and it's actually explainable. That's what Warhammer lore seems like to me from the outside looking in. Let me take a sip of water before I talk about some more Warhammer news, if I can find a fucking water. Here we go. Accidentally hit my computer out this bitch. Eternal War might be an optimistic future. Oh wait. Damn, I deleted it. SUM. I'm addicted to doing this, man. BULLETBOIN. Or actually, I'll raise it to 6 just in case. Just in case it's another topic they need to squeeze in there. Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. Can't even hear the fucking song. I bet you that's not even what's playing. Here's a summary. Okay, gameplay. The PvP mode, Eternal War, feels tacked on and doesn't capture the essence. Ooh. First non-positive thing I heard about War Marines. Well, to be fair, they did say that this is mainly like going to be a story game, and that the multiplayer was going to be extra cool little goodies. So I respect that. Operations mode. Please feel less like invincible super soldiers are not. Wait, what? Am I bugging? Did I just skip something? Power fantasy effectively? No. That's vibe. Whatever. Class and balance issues. There's criticism regarding class balance, with some classes feeling less viable. As in any competitive game, there's going to be things that are meta and viable, and there's things that are going to be I don't want to say anti-meta. There are going to always be things that are non-meta or not so much necessarily meta that are going to be, there's going to be things that are better and worse, honestly, in any game. So I don't mind that. What's criticism regarding class balance? Particularly melee focused classes. That's going to be any game period, man. Why bring a gun to a knife fight? You can shoot a gun from further away than you can shoot a knife. Or throw a knife or use a knife or whatever the fuck term. There's criticism regarding class balance, with some classes feeling less viable, particularly the ambulance depth from this imbalance, because I'm like, ambulance, what the fuck is that? This imbalance detracts from the strategic depth excited in a Warhammer 40k game. I'm not a previous Warhammer 40k fan, so I can't confirm or deny. Lack of depth. It lacks depth and uniqueness that can make it a standout multiplayer mode. I haven't played it, so I can't comment on customization. The mode doesn't offer much in terms of customization yet, because they make their money off of microtransactions. Okay. Communities flaccid Communities flaccid reception. Despite its flaws, some players found the PvP mode indicating that it will not meet high expectations set by 40k here. Lore or the game's single player experience disguises moments of enjoyment. I'm not gonna call this a bad take. I would call this a hard agree to disagree type scenario. Agree to disagree. Also, another thing I heard was that there's some low health enemies, or some enemies in the game that feel low health. Especially is too competitive PvP. Damn, I forgot what I was in the middle of saying. Fuck it. Warhammer Supremacy. I'm enlisted to be a Space Marine. That's all that matters. One thing with this, I wanted to try kind of bring up. Let me see if there's a quote in here. Creative direct. So basically, if you aren't aware, Star Wars Outlaws is a partially like a hybrid stealth game. There's some sections in the game where if you don't approach the scenario stealthily, the game will straight up just give you a game over screen and say, nah, go back to the start and do that all over again. And make sure that when you do it all over again, you do it stealthily. It seems like this is another case of developers not standing on business. So the creative director, Julian, I don't know how to pronounce that, Holy G, admitted to Games Radar the missions were incredibly punishing. I would have to play it to be able to speak on it properly. Were incredibly punishing, so would be fixed soon. For me, this is a mistake, and this is something that we're going to work on improving. I don't think it means removing the fail state completely, but I do think there are millions of low-hanging fruits where we can make it so much more enjoyable and understandable. Continued, I think it feels unfair, and believe it or not, this wasn't our intention. This is more something that crept up in the last week or so, because a lot of people in this era and in this generation aren't patient, so playing a game that prioritizes patience is fucking nuts to them. Yeah, everybody's used to playing Call of Duty where you get the 360 no scope everybody every fucking second of the game, or 2K where it's just niggas who don't play video games and are just basketball fans playing 2K calling themselves gamers when they want to transition over a little bit more and play some other things. And that we're correcting already for a patch that's coming out in maybe 10 days. I haven't played it enough to speak on it, but I really don't like when developers don't stand on business. I prefer when, and this is why you need to read the fucking article, because this headline made it sound like the developer said, if you fuck up on stealth, just crash out and shoot everything up. What he was basically saying is, damn, our game was a little bit harsh. It was giving people fail states a little bit too easily. Let's clean that. Let's go back in the code and clean that up real quick. Excuse me. And if this is truly, what that's the case of, then I commend Lil Bro. But if this is not a case of what this is, hey yo, you not gonna boo? You're not. All right. It's fucked up the moment for everybody. I already went over that. Forgot to exit that out actually. Just a quick notification. For those of y'all watching live, it'll be tomorrow, but for those of y'all watching this on the day it's released, probably not. But tomorrow, Sony is doing a 9-minute tech showcase for what sounds like, nobody has confirmed it, but it sounds like is going to be a PS5 Pro update. Yup. Is it update at the bottom or the top? Well, it's a presentation about the PS5 Pro. Sure, some of y'all want that. I, on the other hand, don't. I'm gonna just wait for the video to drop, and I'm gonna just fast forward through it. And if it's anything interesting, I'll talk about it. One thing I wanted to bring up, just so y'all know, consumer protection. I'm informing y'all. 4 years in, Sony's making PS5 controls more expensive. Now, the reason why I don't like this is because there's been a lot of reported issues with PS5 controllers, and then you turn around and you up the fucking price of a controller that's having a lot of issues. This is like if Nintendo said, fuck it, we're now charging $80 for Joy-Cons. Like, nigga, you think Joy-Cons are worth more than a game when they stick drift up all the damn time? Like, nah, bro. Nah. We're not gonna let that fly. Did I not press X? Am I bugging? I guess I was bugging. Oh, that is my last article for the day. I can show you. Exit. Let me go to twitter.com. Yeah, let me go to twitter.com before I hop on this game. Twitter.com. Alright. Wait, damn, why did I come here? Oh, to leave Grok open. That being said, I'm gonna take a break for a few seconds and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water and I'm gonna be right back, y'all.
Damn, y'all for me. Name your fucking city. Name your fucking city. Name your goddamn city. Name your fucking city. Name your. Alright, hold up. Let me lock in. Used to be my main, but now you gon' cry. Used to be my main, but now you gon' cry. Used to be my main, but now you gon' cry. But now you gon' cry. But now you gon' cry. Every time they say my name, now you wanna cry. Every time they say my name, now you wanna die. Next time you think about my name, no, you let them fly. No, you let them fly. No, you let them fly. Next time she hear my name, all she gon' think is why. I should've never let them go till it's collapsing skies. When your girls talk about me, ain't no fuck that guy. Ain't no fuck that guy. Ain't no fuck that guy. Man, listen, she want me, but I'm chillin'. And my heart, there's no feeling. Am I ruthless or something? Cause I'm not ruthless or nothing. She ain't used to this nothingness. I hope she don't turn to a secret blessing. She used to be my main, but now you gon' cry, huh? Used to be my main, but now you gon' cry, huh? Used to be my main, but now you gon' cry, huh? But now you gon' cry, huh? But now you gon' cry. Eyes full with tears, but fuck you sad folk. You got another nigga going tat his ass. See if you put your name across it. See if you put your name across it. Y'all's forever on my back after I talk today. I don't like to watch it walk away cause it's not worth the stake. You not worth the stake, and damn sure not the stakes. So why the fuck I stay? It's easier than a. Listen, we can't do this, shorty. You gotta hit the fucking door and on your way out. Here's some for the telly. I'm too fucking nice, or do you wanna? This what happened when you used to be my main, but now you gon' cry. Used to be my main, but now you gon' cry. Used to be my main, but now you gon' cry. But now you gon' cry. But now you gon' cry. Hold on, damn, but they go. Damn, yeah. I'm really a spitter. She's never a quitter. I'm really a spitter. She's never a quitter. Wish I never hit her.
Alright, fuck. What game am I playing? Oh, I said I wanted to try Fallout today. Damn it, did somebody just fucking call me? 1 second.
You could do better on my soft fucking on G's. The way I love her, she dumping it back. She must want me to jump, but if I hit it, I'm feeling like jumper. If she start calling me baby, I feel like a real boss. But no sky, but I'm a king. I need me a corrector. So what if he's taller? You could do better on my soft fucking on G's. The way I love her, she dumping it back. She must want me to jump, but if I hit it, I'm feeling like jumper. If she start calling me baby, I feel like a real boss. No nigga, I'm feeling hella bossed up. I'm feeling like a king or an emperor. I would show the ass fat, like the stomach on a penguin. Did it, digits. Yeah, I love to play with those. Shorty got the vibe that I'm not no twinkle toes. I say grind it all 10 toes on earth. If I tell her she gon' bang, so
Alright, back to the stream.
if I don't give it,
You gonna take it?
gon' touch on me all day. Yeah, I think she is a filler, youngest willer under a dealer. When I make her good, she soupy, I'm gon' lead her to the room. No skin tone, but I can get dark like my Uncle Vincent. Of course, I bought a lot, I got so many charges pending. It feel like that judge picker never run out of ink. INC double D, LLC, her A cup got me going.
So look, cause I'm never going to promise you I'ma like this game or I'ma enjoy this game or anything like that. So I am just for the lulz, just for myself. Cause part of what I do on this channel, part of what I do this content for, the reason why I started creating content, cause like when I first started creating content, making money off of it wasn't a fucking thing. Like, unless you were getting millions of views, and I was like, that's not very likely. But the cool thing I like about creating content is documentation. I get to see that, like, a lot of people don't have it, that are into content creation now, are doing it for money. Wait, let me put on some music in the background. Let me see if I got any meaningful. Oh, I know what I'm gonna use. Hold on, I'm gonna restart that intro. God damn it, the fucking thing crashed. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Go back. Live rec. No. GM outro. There we go. Hold on. First things first, the first thing I wanted to say is this, I'm not guaranteeing that I beat this game on stream or off stream at all. Unless I get if I get 100 likes on this video, I will finish this game. I don't think that's gonna happen, but aim high, aim high, aim high, right? If this video gets 100 likes, I'll beat this entire game, no matter how much views the rest of the subsequent videos get. At least until Space Marine comes out. Oh, it came out already, but I don't have it in my hands because Best Buy's a bitch. And GameStop, the game store, doesn't carry games. But I digress. I'm a passionate Fallout fan. I don't like the gameplay of the modern Fallout fans. I'm tripping over my words. I don't hate the gameplay of the modern Fallout games. I don't want that to be lost in translation, but I don't want it to also be lost in translation. I don't necessarily enjoy them either. That being said, my point in saying all of that is I'm a fan of Fallout lore, and I wanted to at least do myself due diligence and give this game a chance, especially since EGS. I have gotten literally all of the Fallout games for free. And I already have Fallout 4 in my crib, and I already have Fallout 76. And Fallout 4, even though technically that was paid for, I didn't necessarily pay for that, my pops did. I have every Fallout game except for 4 on PC completely for free. Completely for free. So I said I might as well give these games a chance. I already know about most of the endings and the general story and whatnot of all of these games. So I said I might as well give myself due diligence and at least once in my life give it a chance. That being said, let's boot up into the game and let's wait for the copyright strikes to hit. The fuck? Options, screen settings. Yeah, second screen. Window. Done. Okay. If we have to play it like this, so be it. Options, screen settings. See if I could push this bitch to 1080. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. There we go. Done. That is not no fucking 1920 by 1080. Whatever. Whatever. Like I said, I wanted to give myself due diligence and give this game a fucking try. At least a try. Even if I don't necessarily like it, I want to play it and see if I give it a try. You know? You want to try real quick. Alright, let's watch the intro first. Copyright strikes! Come beat my ass! Somebody just took a shit. Oh wait, hold up. I forgot I got a workaround for this. Borderless gaming, help a brother out. Borderless? There we go. Yes. I started using this application mainly for Marvel vs. Capcom, but the fuck? No, Borderless Gaming. What the hell? Why did Borderless Gaming close? Borderless Gaming, please open up. Opening up the door, opening up the door, yo. But damn it. This program, basically, I use it to try and make game go full screen. Where is it? Grog X Affair, no, Fallout, there we go. See if it works. Hey, it works. That's basically what this program does. It makes stuff that doesn't naturally have a full screen. I started using it for Marvel vs. Capcom, but we're here now. Let's watch this intro though. Hey, and I get my regular mouse back. Let's watch this intro, even though I've seen it tons of times. Hey, Cooper the Ghoul. Wake. I'm not gonna explain it. If you know, you know. Copyright beating the fuck out of me. Like, hold on, damn. Our dedication, boys, keep the peace in newly annexed Canada. I think that's what it said. It popped up fast. Bow. Bust on him. Damn, he was already on the ground. Why you needed to bust him twice? Then you gonna wave out of the camera? That's disrespectful. If I was a ghost, I would hunt your bitch ass. You think that was gonna convince somebody to buy a war bond? Then you just gonna show a car commercial after that? Like, ain't nobody was gonna feel weird by that? Why the fuck would a car with no computers be appealing? Like, none at all? Well, I mean, computers sucked back then, so I don't know. Hold up, let me adjust it so that the screen is over a little bit so that you can see the full screen. Okay, so you can see the screen a little bit better. There we go. Mr. Handy. He's gonna handle your bitch ass. Mr. Handy. He's gonna fondle your face with a saw, bitch ass nigga. You thought that was finna be a dirty joke? That nigga finna clean your dirty body parts up. Soil with blood. What never changes. Let me shut the fuck up.
The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth.
Facts.
Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory.
They're not lying.
Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower.
And that's why his descendants didn't have any kids.
Never changes.
It don't.
In the 21st century,
That's now.
still waged over the resources that could be acquired. Only this time, the spoils of war were also its weapons.
Damn, really?
Petroleum and uranium.
Shit.
These resources, China would invade Alaska,
Shout out my Uncle Sam.
Canada.
No relation.
The Commonwealth would dissolve into quarreling, bickering nation-states, bent on controlling the last remaining resources on Earth.
They failed.
In 2077, the storm of World War had come again.
Grr.
In 2 brief hours, most of the planet was reduced to cinders.
That's not how it works.
Ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to arise.
It did.
A few were able to reach the relative safety of the large underground vaults.
That's me.
Was part of that group.
I'm still Vault 111 till I die.
Imprisoned safely behind the large vault door, under a mountain of stone, a generation has lived without knowledge of the outside world.
Just one?
Life in the vault is about to change.
Facts. Life in the vault about to get real different. About to get real different. Especially with me around, shit, life in the vault about to get extra different because I'm about to fuck all the bad bitches in the vault. What? The fuck? Create character, yes. God damn, y'all see how small this shit is? Yo, what the fuck? Hold on, Borderless Gaming. 1 second. Lockout, lockout. Where is it? Yo, bro, I deadass have to get up to see this. Fallout. Yo, how the hell am I? Options. Yeah. God damn. Dang, I forgot what everything in special meant. Oh, it tells me perception, endurance, charisma. You know what? I'm charismatic in real. How many do I have? I'm charismatic in real life. I'm intelligent in real life. Let's put a couple extra points into that. I don't want to fail any speech checks. So great. Agility. Y'all see my TikToks. I'll be average as hell in real life. Luck. We always keep that up. Perception. I'm real perceptive. My endurance not that high. I am not God. So let's put that up. I'm not a lucky motherfucker. Where is that? Agility. Let's put an extra point in the agility. Perception. I'm perceptive. Regular perception.